All right, so the main goal of No Tobacco Day is to get people to stop smoking. Now, how do people do that? Because you always hear I think every smoker I've ever spoken to says they're going to quit. How do they actually quit?
I think it is definitely a mind shift. If the person doesn't really want to quit, it's not going to work. But there are many different programs. I mean, I spoke about the e-cigarette. But I think cancer's got what we call a kick butt program. It's an online program. So you can go to our website. I think we'll give that at the end.
Okay.
You can go to our website and then you can click on the kick butt program. It's a little man that really looks, it's got like a boot and he kicks it. So, and on there, it gives you everything. We also have it's online support that you get, so you can post your questions, someone will answer it for you, and it's a 12-week program, and it explains everything to you from the pre-week, what you must do when you start, what you must avoid, what you must have as a support to you when you do this, how your family and colleagues can help you. So it's a really a good program, and we've had very good feedback on that. So I think if anybody really wants to quit, that is one of the places to go to. But you have to really want to, and I think with the support of the family and the colleagues and the friends, they will be able to do that.
Richard, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, motivation and support are key. The one element that Susan didn't mention is the issue of the addiction to nicotine.
Right.
So there are people that have tried and tried and tried, have all the support in the world, but just when they stop smoking after a couple of hours or a couple of days, feel irritable, anxious, craving food, and just can't get over the actual chemical addiction to nicotine. And then pharmacotherapies, drugs may help get you over that. But there's no quick fix, I'm afraid, with quitting. You need to balance the motivation and support, and some people will need to have medical support to get over the initial addiction, but just popping a pill that's going to help you quit smoking is not going to work. So there really is, and that's the challenge for us who are helping people, or attempting to help people to quit smoking, is to find what for you as an individual is going to be the best way to quit.
Because it's different for everyone.
Because it's different for everyone. They're basic principles. We published as a society, end of last year, smoking cessation guidelines in an attempt to give the medical fraternity practitioners some assistance as how best to help the person in front of you. And that's the challenge, is that your personal circumstances, your history in terms of your smoking, how many times you've tried before, affects what's going to work now. And although there are general principles that will help you for the individual person, something may or may not work for somebody else.
All right, so then what's the first step? What do smokers need to do to find that one thing that's going to help them?
Well, I would say the first thing is you want to do it.
Okay.
You must have that commitment that you want to do it. And then you've got to go and sit down and look into which way you would like to do it. And I think for that, it would be good also to go onto our website, and they will give you the different options. I want to go back to the Kick Butt program. In there, they also tell you about the addictions. They teach you about what will happen so that you are prepared, that you know this might happen, what you can do to try and avoid it or just to make it more easier to handle. So I really think the main thing is you must really want to do it, and that will be the thing that will help people stop. There has been studies that shown that when someone wants to stop smoking, the guys who just decide, I'm putting this packet down now and I'm not going to touch it again, those are the people who actually it works the best with. It seems like the guys who does it over a long period of time, they have a little bit of a relapse.
Yeah.
So it's quite interesting. I would have thought it would have been difficult to just put it down, but it seems like that is how the guys that does it the best. It works the best.
Do you know what percentage of people who try to quit relapse?
Well, let me answer your question the other way around. If what they call it spontaneous attempts to quit, so individuals who are smoking who just decide this year I'm going to try and quit, the success rate is somewhere in 5 or 10%.
Wow.
So it's very poor. The best programs in the world have a 40% success. The important thing, though, is that if you fail this time, it doesn't mean you can't try again. And motivation, understanding why you want to quit, having a good reason to quit is important. Being motivated to is obviously important. And then also understanding why, what are the triggers? Am I a smoker who smokes when I'm stressed? Do I smoke because of my circumstances? Do I smoke because of my boss? Whatever the situation is, to understand the reasons behind your smoking habit is important, because that, again, you can deal with that if you have a stressful job. What am I going to do at the end of the month when the pressure's on and I'm trying to quit? What am I actually going to do instead of going outside to have a cigarette? Am I going to eat something? Am I going to go for a walk? Right. What am I going to do in that situation? And that's the breaking the habit element.
I think that's great advice.
Yeah, also people, when you're a smoker and you want to stop, you're going to ask yourself the question, why do I want to stop? Is it financial? Is it for health reasons? Is it because I want to see my children get married and I want to become 85 years old? Things like that. And that's a big motivation, as Richard said. What motivates you to stop smoking? And that is the main thing for a smoker, to say, well, I actually want to become 90 or 80 years old. I want to see my kids get married. I want to be healthy. I don't want to have a heart attack. I don't want to go through cancer treatment. That is the main thing.
Great. Susan, can you remind us once more how people can find out more information should they want to quit on the Cancer website?
Yes, our website address is www.cancer.org.za. And we also have a toll-free line. It's 0800 22 66 22. We also have a Facebook page. It's just Cancer, the Cancer Association of South Africa, and there we regularly post information on all our campaigns, and we're now very busy with the No Tobacco campaign, so the people will find very interesting facts on there. I just want to mention, I had a meeting with a lady yesterday, and we were talking about smoking, because she's a hectic smoker. I mean, she had to go out every 10 minutes and go and smoke. So I talked to her about this, and I said, so why don't you try our kick butt program? So she said she's read Alan Carr's book. Now, you all know that's a huge book or a huge method of stop smoking.
The one that by the time you're finished reading it,
then you'll stop smoking.
Okay.
So she said to me, I've now read that book 3 times. But when I've got 20 pages left, I stop. Now, that's an absolute sign of someone who, she knows she has to stop, but she just cannot do it. So I want to say, once again, it's all about you want to do it. And I also want to say, from Cancer side, we want to ask people, please, for your own safety, your own health, your family life, try and stop smoking, and we will be there to support you. We really want to help, so contact us and we'll be there for you.